From the east, house of light, may wisdom dawn in us, so we may see all things in clarity. From the north, house of night, may wisdom ripen in us, so we may see all from within. From the west, house of transformation, may wisdom be transformed into right action, so we may do what must be done. From the south, house of the eternal sun, may right action reap the harvest, so we may enjoy the fruits of planetary being. From above, house of heaven, where star people and ancestors gather, may their blessings come to us now. From below, house of earth, may the heartbeat of her crystal core bless us with harmonies to end all war. From the center, galactic source, which is everywhere at once, may everything be known as the light of mutual love. Ayum hunabku, evam maya e maho. Ayum hunabku, evam maya e maho. Ayum hunabku, evam maya e ma ho.
change are coded by the blue storm. My number is 19, the power of all number. I am the master alchemist, the force behind the philosopher's stone. Skilled at the art of transmutation. I am the catalytic transformer of world consciousness and planetary living. I oversee the changes of the weather. I am the thunder that shatters your world systems. I am the transport of clouds filled with lightning to illuminate the truth behind your illusions. I am the bringer of the drenching rains that purifies, It was I who caused the triple Aztec monuments of the Avatar archetype to appear in the ancient temple grounds. I oversee the morning and the evening stars. I behold the creator of the fifth sun, the present world. Sent forth am I to dwell among you, calling forth a sixth sun. For the great regeneration of the world's soul, to know me is to know your own power of self-generation. To know me is to know your own power of self-generation. Self-generation is power. I am the transport of clouds filled with lightning to illuminate the truth behind your illusions. I am the bringer of the drenching rains that purifies.
All right. All right. Am I being heard clearly? Am I being heard? Okay. Excellent. Welcome to our special session. It's 11:11. 11:11 is more than just a divine number that we see on a clock. It is synonymous with the 441 codes of remembrance. This is something that we talk about in accessing your whole mind so you can be a whole being in this body. And so it gives me great pleasure to be here. My name is Neb Taharka Kanishkawak, and I'm delighted to, in this moment, impromptu moment, share with you some divine guidance that can help you in the times to come. And so when we see what's happening with the political scene, when we see what's happening with the currency around the year or around the globe, when we see the weather changes, when we see our current state of affairs, it warrants us to say, wait a minute, how do I thrive in these types of circumstances? How do I better myself? I did a session just last night on where is your consciousness? Where is your consciousness? Where is your thought process around political affairs? Is your consciousness depressed or disappointed because the presidential election didn't come out the way that you wanted it to? And so as a galactic being exuding galactic consciousness, we tend to look at grabbing a hold of some more principles of universal law that helps us move beyond the programs that's been defined to confine us. So we hear about the matrix and all these different types of things that are programming us to be a part of a system that's not designed for us to win. And so what I want to invite you on in this moment, those of you that are veterans and have served, I served in the U.S. Army, and no matter what agenda we think that is for the world, and to symbolize oppression and different things, there was a lot that I learned from that experience. And what I want to show you, I want you to write this down. Make the best of it. Write that down for me. Make the best of it. And so I remember in 1990, I made the best of my enlistment. And it took me to another level. I learned how to become a leader. I learned how to become a team player. I learned how to build confidence and have discipline. And some of those things that are helping me as I become a more evolved entity or being in this body, it's helping me today overcome challenges. But some of us don't understand the power of how to make the best of it. And so what I want to do is I want to share some insights with you, because this will change your life. Everybody needs to hear this today, because the program is so active. We're programmed, we're born to win, and we're programmed to fail. And so this is a time space where you want to be asking yourself, how am I not only going to make things better, but thrive in a down economy? It's not a matter of who is the president and who's not. It's a matter is what is your ideal of yourself, and what opportunities do you see for yourself as being able to prosper in these particular times? And this is something that's becoming more and more intense as we are entering into an age, what I call of telepathy. We've surpassed, and we went from the age of information, and now we've moved into the age of telepathy. And some of you didn't even know it. Some of you are just waiting to see what's going to happen here, and then I'm going to make my move. Well, in the new time, you want to be proactive and not reactive. You want to be proactive and not reactive. The title of our session is Manifest Healing in the New Time and Accomplish in the New Time. Heal first and then accomplish. And I want to talk to you about this because it's a myriad of people. They're dealing with things they need to heal in their body. They have to provide for their families, and they get conflicted on, well, which one do I do first? If I focus just on healing, I can't make money to take care of my family. If I focus on just making money, it's gonna be at the expense of my health, and then I'm not gonna be around for my family. So, Spirit, source of all creation, give me the knowledge to show me in what is the order of merit for me to operate. Because if you are in the same world that I am, it's a lot of different things coming up to us at the same time. And so we don't know where we need to let our foot off the gas so we can advance. Well, I want to show you something that's really profound in this time, as you now will be able to go ahead forward and take yourself to heights unseen. My name is Neb Taharka Kanish Kawak, and I'm going to be here with a powerful message over the next 15 to 20 minutes that will change your experience that you're having, not just on this day, but your entire life. I'm going to impose some ideas in your mind that can help you. This special session that we're having is called Manifest Healing and Accomplish, in that order. Don't add nothing and don't take nothing away from it. All right, so let's talk about it. 11-11, 11-11, 11-11. What does that mean in manifestation? First, I want to define what a synchronistic human is. We are here representing the Synchronistic Human School of Enlightenment, and it's defined as someone who is able to be multidimensional while unifying energy from the synchronicities of natural time cycles toward the holonomic evolution of humanity, Mother Earth, and the galactic whole. Holonomic means that on an energetic level, the Earth and the solar system is just another version of the self in the body. And so if that's true, and we synchronize these cycles that are entangling all these different aspects, that are synchronizing and synergizing all these different aspects of the self, we can be informed and we can accomplish anything. All right. So in this process, we had to correct the error of time, that time is not a mechanical clock. Time is not a calendar. Time is the evolution of consciousness. And if you can just grab a hold to that, everything that I say after this will make sense to you. Time is the evolution of consciousness. Where is your consciousness at? Do you feel that your consciousness is limited to the program that you've been taught on how to earn a living and how to operate in this body with dis-ease and illnesses? Or is your consciousness in a place where I can evolve to a state beyond that and I don't have to experience that any longer? So we're moving from the information age of computers into the telepathic age, the human technology of our existence. All right. And so as we synchronize these cycles that tie in the earth, the galaxy, and ourselves as one, today is the 25th, what we call plasma, of the self-existing moon. This moon asks the question, what is the form my service will take? All right, it's the 25th plasma on 11/11. 25th plasma is the same as 25th day. It's also kin number or expression number 127 out of 260, which is also known as the blue planetary hand. Let's read the affirmation. The affirmation for the kin number 127, the blue planetary hand, states, I perfect in order to know, producing healing. I seal the store of accomplishment with the planetary tone of manifestation. I am guided by the power of vision. I perfect in order to know, producing healing. I seal the store of accomplishment with the planetary tone of manifestation. I am guided by the power of vision. One more time to lock it in. I perfect in order to know, producing healing. I seal the store of accomplishment with the planetary tone of manifestation. I am guided by the power of vision. What does this mean in layman's terms? Well, we know what it means to perfect something, to have it operating at its best level. But I'm perfecting my process in order to know something that can help me produce a healing in my life. How many of you need to heal something in your life? You may need to heal your attitude in your life. You got a bad attitude. You always get mad and triggered. And then all of a sudden, that trigger causes you to break things. And then all of a sudden, you got a lot of cleanup to do, if you clean it up at all. Right? So what triggers, what do we need to heal? We may need to heal something in our body. We may have fibroids going on in our body, in our reproductive system, if we're the female avatar right now. We may have prostate issues that we need to heal. We may need relationships that we have to heal because they've been traumatized by conflict. And so what happens is, and I love this order, that you produce healing and then you accomplish. Now, many of us are trying to put the cart before the horse. We're saying, I'll fix that issue after I accomplish what I want to accomplish. And there's an internal struggle because the internal self says, no, this is going to keep coming up and being a blockage in your way of accomplishing. And so you might as well just roll up your sleeves or don't have no sleeves and go ahead and heal this process now so it doesn't hack your process of accomplishment. See, we got it backwards. We said, I got to go get the bag. I got to go get the money. We got to go get this currency. We got to hurry up and get this shift in wealth. With timing and positioning is everything, but it means nothing without your healing, because you won't have the energy to sustain. You won't have the energy to advance. You won't have the energy to take yourself to heights unseen and accomplish things you would have never been able to accomplish without the appropriate challenges. So you need to get some knowledge. Today, you're getting some knowledge. And then you need to, you need to heal. I need to heal that cough. We need to heal. And then when we get full strength or approaching full strength, now let's go ahead and accomplish. And this is the consciousness of manifestation. And the manifestation has come from the power of the vision. So you had to see the vision of where you wanted to be first. You had to have the vision of how you wanted to prosper financially first. You had to have the vision of how you wanted to be operating in your health and the energy levels that you had first. You had to have the vision of the companions of destiny, the business partners in the inner circle that's going to help you get from where you are to stardom. Now I tell you, you're not where you want to be in business or financially because your team hadn't got you there yet. And you hadn't led the team to even get you there. When your team is ready for you to go to another level, because it takes a team effort to go beyond the call of duty. But you as the visionary and the manifester, you're not going to be able to lead the team if you don't have the appropriate healing. You're going to sputter and conk out. And so on 11/11, this is the starting point for your new life in the new time. This is also the 441 codes of remembrance that brings us into the whole mind or the hollow mind to access everything, gift, etc. in the cosmic, in the cosmos, in the universe. And that being our mind, to tell the spirit, to tell our will in our body who we can be, how to create a better self-image. The self-image is going to tell you what your self-worth is. So you can't have a self-worth issue without having a self-image issue. Let me do some image consulting right now. Let me get the picture in your mind before you go for your vision and want to manifest something. And then when it gets turned back on you, you get scared and say, I don't know if I can do it. You already got to have the self-image, and the image of the self is the power of God in you. The image of God is what you got to see when you look at yourself. The grandest version, the highest expression of the self, the highest states of enlightenment is the self, the unlimited power of God in you. You got to see yourself in that image in your heart before you go for the vision. We're putting the cart before the horse. Where is your consciousness? If you're putting the cart before your horse and then you have a vision and then you realize, wait a minute, I'm not God. Wait a minute, I always failed at this stuff. Wait a minute, I don't have the support that I needed. Wait a minute, the power of God in you don't need the support. The power of God in you is there, and the essence of God is to support us in ways so we can manifest the vision. But if we don't heal our mind, body, and spirit as one, the accomplishment will be null and void. Let's look at what it says about this expression of the Creator, the seventh expression we call the avatar. These expressions inform us and they foresee and foretell what we need to be, who we need, what we need to do, who we need to become so that we can manifest these types of visions. I'm going to read it to you. It says, I am the avatar, coded by the blue hand. By the power of vision, I move through your world. Descending from the cosmic heights of the seven heavens, I hold the keys of the 7 days of creation. I am the accomplisher, the builder of forms. I am the constructor of worlds to come. That means they haven't been built yet. You're going to build them. I'm going to build them. Within the interdimensional architecture, I lay the path of knowledge for you to remember. You've already experienced this. To know, to heal, to accomplish. These words I beckon you to realize through all of your actions. For I am the keeper of the covenant, binding all knowledge for the healing of the world's soul. The code is in my being, an enigma wrapped in mystery, leaving divine clues with whomever I meet. My mission is to exemplify what others have not yet known. This archetype is showing us how to be an example for what we believe in, an example for what we stand for. What are you an exemplar of? Everybody can be somebody and be an example of something. And so today, on this day, I want you to choose that for yourself. So when you go out into the world, your self-image is already that of value that you're bringing to the world. Now, one of the things that I decided to do was master the 5 virtues: remembrance, discipline, exertion, patience, and compassion. It takes reflecting to remember. It takes discipline to do something when you don't feel like it. And remember, I feel like is quite an illusion, because I feel like something means I'm not what I really am, because it's a simile or a metaphor. Exertion, I gotta have the energy to want and put the energy into motion and better my best. I gotta have patience to let the universe do its part. And I gotta have compassion so I can show other people the way that are willing vessels. Now I want to talk to you about one more thing before we go. And that is, I want you to understand something very clearly in this process. As we talk about the matrix, and we talk about the matrix a lot, we talk about the matrix in a way that is programming us for failure. How many of you all agree with that? That the matrix is trying to hold us back, it's trying to make us not evolve, it's trying to do this and trying to do that? How many of you all can attest to that? Yeah, you got to make a living, but you can only go so far. And it's the matrix that's doing it. The programming that has me the way that I am. Can y'all agree with that? I used to say it all the time, and I still say it. But I want to give you something else to say that's going to change your life today. Here's what I want to give you. If the matrix can program you to fail, can the power of God in you program you to succeed? You have to reprogram your mind once you become aware. By the way, awareness is the key to change. Once you become aware of something, you have the power to change it. And when you change your mind, you're going to change your outcome. So once you realize you're being programmed to be an employee or a consumer, oh, okay, now I need to learn how to remember when I was wealthy again. And then, so you know what? Anything that you want to be great at, you make it a study and you teach it. You want to be wealthy, study wealth. You want to be healthy, study health. You want to have great relationships, study great relationships and have great relationships. But let me explain something to you. You're not doomed to the programming. The matrix has done a great job of showing you how you can be programmed one way. And if you dislike that way of being programmed, that you have the intelligence, yes, that you can now program yourself for any type of success that you want to have. The matrix is just being an exemplar of how programming can take you in one direction, and you, with the power of God in yourself, can go and take your programming and create the programming and create a new mind and go accomplish something different. You're not doomed with the program. It's not a permanent fixture in your life. Give thanks for the matrix, because now you can go places. All you have to do is say, well, I've been programmed for this and I've had enough of that. And so now you are renewing your mind And what is renewing it? You are programming it for something else. You want to program it to be telepathic. You want to program it for healing. You want to program it to be able to handle adversity. You want to program it to accomplish great feats. You want to program it to get out of the situation that you're in. Well, if you can program it, it can be programmed for one thing, then you can program it for another thing. And so there's all these examples out here. Instead of judging them, we can take them and empower ourselves. We're about to go into our empowerment series in our school, the empowerment series. But you got to start and have the discipline with programming yourself for what you want. Before you can even program yourself for what you want, you got to really know what you want. And then you got to have the will and the wherewithal to overcome all the obstacles that's going to come and challenge you and strengthen you in that process in order to get that end result. Programming is the key. Be in this world, but not of this world, by the constant what? Renewing of your mind. I like to say by the constant reprogramming of your mind. Once you got people out here that says, oh, we're going into slavery because Donald Trump is in office. Are you kidding me? I'm not a part of that we, because that's a program. That's a meme that someone has started in your mind, and that's what you're going to create in your life. You may already be a slave and not even know it. So we have to say, oh, I'm aware. This is a program out there. Let me program my mind for success. What does that look like? And just like you in this reality and experiencing what you experience, you can program yourself for something else and experience something else. What is that something else for you? When are we going to stop complaining and start celebrating that we have all these different examples of what's so good? You see? Exemplar, the avatar talked about an exemplar. These presidential candidates, they have slogans. Well, what's your slogan for you? We so worry about judging their slogans and who they are and who they are not. Who are we and what is our self-image? And that's going to determine our self-worth. That's going to determine how much we invest in this program to prosper in the new time, to be healthy in the new time, to create a different result than we're getting right now because we're displeased with our experience. 11:11 today is synonymous for a new you. 11:11 is sending a signal out to the universe. Show me the 441 codes of remembrance of the totality of my being and everything I can be in this body, and tell me and give me the instructions for the programs that's going to help me thrive in this economy no matter what. It's going to help me thrive in this world culture no matter what. It's going to help me thrive no matter what happens, no matter what. So I salute you today for being in such an impromptu session. It was put on my heart that I need to share something with you that could help you change your life. And if you're willing to put forth the effort, the answers are going to come, and you don't have to be living how you living. The program is not a permanent fixture in your life, and it's time for change. This is going to conclude our session. I hope I inspired you in some way. Look us up on IG. I'm at Neb_Taharka on IG. Share this with other people. We'll try to get this message out. We also are going to be starting our empowerment series. So you can get started with that as little as $33 if it's something that you want to see if this program can help you evolve. But we coming. And you need to be jumping on the train, because there's what's coming through down the pike after this presidential election. Those that don't want to take possession of their minds, these artificial programs do. And so you're either going to be the programmer or the programmee. And if you're the programmee of this artificial intelligence, you never can be the fulfillment of the Christ consciousness, the Yahweh consciousness, the Ra consciousness that you have access to in the spirit of your own self. So with that being said, I'm going to say, in Lakesh, I am another you. Lakin, you are another me. Hotep, Hetepu, and Namaste. And get at me if you got some questions or you need a consult. And I'm giving out free consults all this week to help people get their lives on track. Don't miss out. And remember, evolution is the solution. Ashe, Ashe, and Asheo. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our empowerment series. Peace.
Remember the time when we were one with the sun and all the joy that we had, 'cause in our hearts we were one. The point was focused on us and we enjoyed this dream. In and out at our will, saturated auspiciously. Star people come down, we are preparing to be with you again. Star people come down, we are preparing to be with you again. We've been missing and missing and missing and missing and missing the point of who we are and why we came. And as this reality deceives us, we get caught and lose our aim. We get in the way of ourselves and we dismiss the call. We get in the way of ourselves and we make it so hard. Star people come down, we are preparing to be with you again. Star people come down, we are preparing to be with you again. So as we sit around and contemplate with the thoughts of the way it could be, and as we swing back and forth, one day we will awake from this dream and see that you are here as you have always been, guiding from a varied symmetry. And as promised through our evolution, one day we'll be free. Stop. people come down, we are preparing to be with you again. Star people come down, we are preparing to be with you again. Star people come down, we are preparing to be with you again.